Hey guys, um, I'm back. I'm gonna start like talking better because I'm kind of gotten my confidence up. So we're gonna stop talking about like the future and what we're gonna do in the future and like all that. Now we're just gonna talk about the game. So this game, I was supposed to get to be able to pick like a bike, but it like something went wrong and it didn't let me. It like skipped that part and didn't do the first race. So now I'm on actually the second race that you're supposed to do, and they just instantly made me pick sponsorship or team, which is actually good because then I don't have to go through the first bit, which the first bit takes a long time. So we're just gonna be able to do this, and it'll be awesome. That's me.
Listen to the roar as he enters the stadium.
That's my real name if you're wondering. I don't know if this is a good volume. I'm gonna check. Let me start. I actually hit my microphone there, sorry. Okay, so this game, there is manual shifting, but I have automatic mode on, but I can still shift. You can still shift in the semi-automatic, which is what it's called, but it's better to not because you get more speed. But right now we're going to talk about when and when not to use preloads. So with this track, you mostly just want to go off of how much speed you have and the rhythm line. So make sure you have this rhythm aid, which should be always be on at the start, but if it's not, go in settings and there will be a thing that says rhythm aid. So that will help. I think it's actually in here. So you go in here and I think you go control options. I think you go all the way down. No. It's like gameplay options or something. But it's not in here, I don't think. But yeah, it's called championship stats or something. I don't remember. I'm gonna rewind here. But like it's useful, as you can see here. It can tell me where a smooth landing would be. See? And then I just follow that. And if it's not a good line, you can just rewind. See right there, it wasn't a good line. And that corner wasn't so great. So I go back. This is a very muddy track, but it goes back. What? But when the game just glitched there, sorry. But when you go, so then I went back and it made the thing go back, the bike go back, and then I was able to fix what I was doing. See right there, I messed up the rhythm, sorry, and now I gotta rewind all the way back here, and there is a limit of rewind, so you gotta be careful of that, because sometimes you can't rewind all the way back and then you're stuck with your rhythm. But I'm gonna stop rewinding all the time because it is kind of boring just to watch rewind all the time. But I am gonna try to win this race because I rewinded so many times I wasn't paying attention. So yeah. But I will be being a little bit quiet for a bit because I gotta like win this race because it's the first race. It's the most important race. So yeah, enjoy. I don't use preload there. Here you want to lean back a little bit, and you want to use preload on that jump. Basically, preload is pulling back on the joystick. If you're on PS4, it's pulling back on the joystick, and then pushing forward at like really fast, like back, forward, like I'm preloading right now. And basically what it does is it makes you jump farther and higher. Like right here I use preload, but I messed up a little bit. If I can use preload and I can do a whip like that, which you basically just point both joysticks the same way. And with a scrub, which I'm not going to do it right now because it's a difficult place to do it. Actually right here is probably good. You basically point both joysticks toward each other, but sometimes it doesn't work properly. It's a little bit weird. I don't really scrub very often because it's a little bit glitchy sometimes, and it doesn't really work properly. But yeah, it's still useful sometimes. Like I'll use it on certain jumps only. Like I'll use it on the mound jump that I don't use preload on. Cause it's hard to do when you have to use preload. Right there I use preload. Because then I could get longer, like just better rhythm. But right here, oh, I didn't do it right. I did a whip there instead. I did a whip again. I did that again. I'm still getting used to some of the controls because I did just get the game today. But you guys get it. It's difficult. This is a very muddy track. I just realized that. I've been on like ones that look muddy, but they didn't like really show up. That was on like 250 East when I had like did the other thing. And that's the reason I'm level 17. Is cause that's like it saved like my levels from my old career progress. And I remember one of the races, it looked really muddy and watery, but my bike and character didn't get that muddy. But with this one, it doesn't look very muddy or watery, except for in like some parts. And then, but the bike is like, and the rider are like really dirty. So I just noticed that. And that's actually a really cool feature. I like that, because on MX's ATV All Out, you'd always be dirty for like no reason. It usually just meant that you rode really hard in the game. But really, even if there was like no mud, it would happen like that. But in this, I could be riding like as hard as I can in like sand or something, and mud won't come up. But if I'm riding in like mud and not even riding that hard, it seems to come up. Which I like that. Just gives it more realism. What I would like, I don't know if they have it, I haven't checked yet, is if you could upgrade your bike's stats. Like put a different engine in it, put different exhaust pipes on it, and all that. Like, I mean, they already let you customize like the liveries and stuff, unless you get a team. If you get a team, then they give you a bike and you're not allowed to change it up because it has their team logo on it. That's what this Husqvarna has. And if you have that, it's sometimes the liveries can look kind of weird. Like this one, I don't like it very much, but other people could. I don't like it very much. I like the Honda one actually, because I made other progress. I got a 450 Honda, and I got a really good sponsorship, but it was a Honda sponsorship, and I had a Honda bike. I was like, okay, that's perfect. And their livery was actually really cool. I really liked it. And also I had a Yamaha team, and their team was actually sponsored by Monster, which is actually pretty cool. And the entire front of the bike was all black, and then the rest of the bike was all blue, and I thought it looked really cool. And there is a first person feature, so there's this version and then there's this version, which personally I don't really like this version. It just feels a little bit weird. It's hard to control with it like that. Well, clearly I'm doing good right now, but that's just because I played a little bit earlier on compound to warm up, because I was bored. But I like this one. This one's cool. And yes, also can go and customize camera. See? And you can like zoom in like that. But yeah. So we just finished the race. Another thing I like about this is how they have the slow-mo at the end.
To the main event. Let's take a look to see how your favorite rider did tonight.
So we placed first. So there is different modes in the championship you can go with. But
Fantastic effort by these riders. They put on a great show
like,
the way they battled here tonight.
just give me a second, I'm gonna look at this. Okay. So there is like different modes you can put in the championship. It's like I'll show you. There's like one that's like the real thing. It's called the real thing, and then there's one that I'm doing. I think it's like, I don't remember. Race session. One shot. So one shot, it says by selecting one shot you will take part in only the main event, which is what I'm doing. Whereas with semi-pro, which is this, you will participate in the qualifying and then the main event. If you feel ready for the complete challenge, select the real thing, which is this. You will be able to participate in the official sessions, qualifying, heat, last chance, qualifier, and main event. So one shot, if you're just starting, is the best one, because then you can like level up fast with the main event. But if you're like you've played the game for a while, then I'll go maybe semi-pro. But if you game bored of the game, like you want to find better things to do, then you do the real thing. So you have more different races to do. But I am running out of time for this video, so I hope you guys like this. I will make another one tomorrow for sure. So I hope you guys like this one. I know I told you I'd make this one tomorrow, but I like this one better, like tonight better. So yeah, see ya.